Hey friends, thanks for clicking on to this video. Today I wanted to do a YouTube Q&A, and more so, I know that I'm new to YouTube. I know that all of this is still, I'm growing my channel. I want to create more content to share with everybody, but I also want people that watch my videos to know who I am, what I love, what my goals are, and I think that that's part of what engages people to want to watch my videos and be a part of this journey with me. So what better time than now to start talking about myself. I'm not very good at this. I'm not good at talking about myself. I would much rather talk about others or ask other people questions, but we're gonna try and I'll do my best. I got quite a few responses. I asked on Instagram and Facebook. Those are my main platforms. Just asking people questions that they have for me, maybe curiosities or things that they would like to know. And I figured I would go through and answer those and maybe elaborate a little bit on them just so that I can let people get to know me a little bit better. If you can hear the jingle, if anybody can guess, I have my coffee. It's the third time I've iced it today, so we're working on finishing this. Natalie's actually taking a nap right now and Jonah Bug is set up with his lunch, so we are good to do this for a few minutes. So we'll get right in to some of the questions I got. For those of you that don't know, my name's Jessica. I started this channel. My goal was to start this channel when I found out that I was pregnant with my daughter. I thought that it would be a really good time to share that journey with you guys and document it, just even for us to look back on in the future. But I ended up kind of being really nervous to start YouTube for whatever reason, because I'm extremely comfortable talking to people. I enjoy that. I enjoy being social and having, interactions with people. So for whatever reason, I delayed starting it, and now I figured, this is the time I want to follow, doing something that I'm passionate about and sharing my life with everybody, on the internet. So we're here, we're doing it now. So what better time? So I'm Jessica. I am 27 years old. I am married and I have 2 kids. Now I have 2 kids. My son is 6 and my daughter is 3 months old. So my babies are still pretty young, and that's why I figured it would be so fun to get to share my life with people. I'm just a normal person. There's nothing super spectacular about me or my life. I'm very grateful for the things that we have. I feel like we have a pretty nice home, and we live a pretty comfortable life here, and I live in California, but I'm grateful for everything that we have. I feel blessed to we own a home. We live really close to our family. We're lucky there, so I just figured, why not share that with people? I'm down to earth. I'll be open about anything that you guys want to know or ever want to ask me. So a little bit about me, my name, and how old I am, a little bit about my family. So just wanted to start off by introducing myself. I got a few questions actually about how old I am. I'm 27. I graduated from Sheldon High School, which we actually live really close by there, which is really kind of nostalgic, I believe. We go for walks and we'll walk over there, and my son is just like fascinated by the fact that that's like where me and Daddy went to school and all of that. So that is how old I am. How long have I been married? I have been married for 4.5 years now. I love him. Love him, love him, love him. We were together, we met senior year in high school, and I can't get him to leave me alone ever since. I hope he's watching this and sees that. I love him so much. We've been together for 9 years. Next year it'll be 10 years. So it's been a while. I adore him. I think he's wonderful. We've got to grow up together, which sometimes I think poses issues. Obviously, we were growing up and we had things to figure out. We didn't have a home. We didn't have the things that we have now, but I'm so grateful that I have him and we have our babies and our family. His name is Michael, so I reference him often in the videos. Obviously, he's a huge part of my life. Him and my kids, big parts of my life. What motivated me to start recording YouTube videos? Something that motivated me as far as starting a channel and sharing my life is, it's something I love to watch. I love watching other mamas vlog and share their lives So it's something I know that I knew that I loved to watch. I knew that I loved to engage in that community, and I figured that would be such a fun thing for me and my babies to look back on one day, you know, sharing our lives and the things we do and adventures we go on. So why not? Why not share that with everybody? And, you know, maybe some people will think my life is kind of cool or, you know, want to engage or be a part of that with us. So it really started rooted from the fact that I wanted to share my life. I wanted to put me and my family out there to show people that you don't have to be some crazy, beautiful, skinny, you don't have to fit in a norm to do what I'm doing now. I am truly just a normal girl that wants to kind of put herself out there and create content that I'm passionate about. And I feel like if people enjoy watching that, I love that. If not, then this is something that I, you know, do and just enjoy doing for fun. What do I do for work? I do work full time. I have gainful employment that, you know, brings in money to survive. And that I've been in HR for human resources for about 9 years now. I kind of got into it right out of high school. It just kind of ended up happening. I actually got a student assistant job with the state of California, so it fed me into the field. And ever since then, I've just been working my way up, learning different aspects of HR and trying to figure out kind of what works for me, what I'm passionate about, where I want to be. I currently work for a international facilities company, and I'm an HR project lead, so help kind of facilitate all different aspects of HR and what the needs are for the company. So that's my full-time big girl job, for lack of a way to put it. That's what I do to bring in a steady income for our family. Maybe one day this will turn into something like that, but for now, that's my full-time employment. I am, like I've mentioned in previous videos, if you haven't checked out my other videos, please do. I'm starting to try and post often and get content out there that I've been waiting to create. But in previous videos, I've talked about being out on maternity leave. I'm still out on leave with my daughter, and I'll actually be out on leave with her until January. So I'm super blessed that I've gotten to take this time off with her and just have this special bonding time with my family and home with my son, since he's doing distance learning. So it's a really, really great time. Do we want more babies? So my husband and I have our 2 kids, and I think if it was up to him, we may have like 2, 3 more, but he's not the one that has to bear the child. So I love my kids. I love that I'm a mama, and I'm so blessed that I get to be a mama. So no complaints there, but I think that we'll end up having 1 more baby. I don't know that we'll end up having many more after that. This mama doesn't want to have a football team of babies. So 1 more, I know that we just want a healthy baby, boy or girl, whatever it is. But probably in the near future, we want our next child to be a little closer in age. Jonah and Natalie had they're 6 years apart. So they have a pretty big gap, which isn't a problem. It was kind of our chance. We had him a little bit young to get our feet on the ground and get our home and do those things that we needed to do before we were kind of ready to have another baby. I think we're in a better position now to have another baby in the near future, you know, when we decide as a couple that it's time, but probably sooner than later, have 1 more. What is the most challenging part of having a little baby and the most rewarding part? Well, if you're like me, you love to sleep. So lacking sleep is hard. I would say that's the hardest part for me in general with having young babies, is the lack of sleep. Even Jonah, I mean, he was a great sleeper, and Natalie is actually a wonderful sleeper as well. But even having to wake up one time and have that good sleep interrupted is just so hard. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. I feel like I need to preface that with the fact that I would not trade it at all, ever. But I love my sleep. I absolutely love my sleep. If you could ask Michael, he knows that if I could sleep in every day, I totally would. So that is definitely the hardest part for me, the most challenging part. The most rewarding part is just everything. I love life with them. I love experiencing things with them, especially Jonah. It's really fun as he's getting older to see his opinion, and when he kind of, you know, rebuttals things that we say. Now, talking back, that's not good. We don't like that. But, you know, just seeing him have such a personality, and, you know, the love that we have for each other and the love that he has for Michael, it's very special. And I can't even explain it honestly to anybody who doesn't have babies, what that is like. I guess that's me being a parent and things that I love, not necessarily just with a baby. But I love my girl. She's awesome. The most rewarding part are the sweet little cuddles and the loves, and you can just tell when they're babies, they just trust you wholeheartedly, and it's a really special thing. So that would probably be the most rewarding or favorite part of having a sweet little babe. What's my goal for my YouTube channel down the line? Honestly, I figure I'm gonna post content that I feel is quality, is something that I'm passionate about, that I feel good about putting out there. I feel good about sharing my life. And if it were to turn into something where I got the opportunity to do this as my full-time job, that would be a complete blessing. You know, and I can only dream. That would be a complete dream for me. If not, it's something that's fun. It's a hobby. It's something that as a mama, I enjoy doing, creating time for myself to do this and to edit them and do all of that. So I'm really open to it, and I feel like if you try and visualize and create something of it, you know, it happens. So if it's meant to be, it will be. If not, I'm doing this for fun and something that I enjoy doing. So, you know, it doesn't hurt anybody to try and do something that I'm passionate about. Favorite food place or type of food? Okay, this is a great question because we love our food around here. We love trying new places, trying new recipes, trying new foods. That's like our favorite thing. So my favorite type of food is sushi. I love sushi. I love sushi so much. It's hard. Jonah's starting to actually kind of like it, which is very special, and I love that he's open to trying it. Sushi, and then Mexican food is a very close follow-up to that. I love Mexican food. So those are my two favorites. Locally, we have a place called Super Taco. So any of my Elk Grove, Sac people know, I'm sure have had Super Taco and love it. I love Super Taco. What do I do on my free time? I don't have a lot of free time. I really don't have a lot of free time. I honestly thought with the time off that I have had for my daughter, I would just be having all the time in the world to do whatever, and I don't have much time at all, actually. It's hard to even prioritize making time to do something like this that I'm very passionate about. It just seems like as a mama, I am constantly at somebody's beck and call. Jonah needing something, or Natalie needing something, they need a drink, or are hungry, or need a diaper change, or whatever it is. I don't get a lot of time, but the time I do get, I try and make the most of it. My favorite things are hanging out with Michael, who's my bestie, and pretty much just hanging around the house, and now starting to do this. Who has influenced you most in your life? This is such I feel like it's such a generic question, but it is very special because I feel like most people have somebody who has kind of built that character in them or made them the person they are. And I would have to say that's my mama. She is my other bestie. I love that gal. She's awesome. She's influenced me a lot in my life and the decisions I make and the way I handle myself, and creating me to be such a strong-minded person. I like to think that I have a good head on my shoulders, not to pat myself on the back at all, but you know, I try and think about other people and care about other people, which I think is something that this world lacks a lot of the time these days. So I learned a lot of that from her, and you know, I love her more than I can even put into words. She's amazing. The last one I'm going to answer today is, what is the big announcement you have coming up? You guys will have to wait and see. There will be a big video created about the huge announcement that we have to share with everybody. Very, very excited about it. I can't wait to share it, and I feel like that is just so YouTuberish to say, but I feel like it will be so fun to share it with you guys in a video all by itself, to share the big news that we have. So stay tuned. Make sure, if you like this video, if you like learning about me, if you like watching me create these, you know, fun little videos of myself and my family, you like the video, and also subscribe to the channel. It helps me, it helps you guys get to see when I post again, and I'm excited. I'm really excited to keep creating content. I'm excited to create videos. It's something, again, that I've wanted to do forever, and I'm finally doing it. So it feels really good. Make sure to leave a comment if you have questions, or follow me on Instagram or Facebook. I'll talk to you guys soon on the next one.